We just parked and finished unloading here at Hickory Hammock. Last time we came out, they wouldn't let us camp because of COVID, so we're happy to finally be out here again. It's one of the best spots. Lots of new gear to test out and show off tonight. The most exciting of which is this new cart that we're pulling a ton of gear in, so trying to make it as comfortable as possible even though we're hiking out a little bit. We'll show you the campsite once we get there and show off some of this new gear and our plans for dinner tonight. So join us on our adventure. So this is the fancy wagon that John picked up yesterday for our camping trip. It's got these pretty big plastic wheels on it so that it will hopefully be able to traverse the sugar sand okay. And as you can see, we have it loaded to the brim with lots of extra luxury gear. None of it's really necessary, but it's all very nice to have. They've recently done a controlled burn here. Looks like it might actually still be burning. We can see smoke. That's crazy. I'm very curious as to how they choose where they're gonna burn, because we're coming through patches of burnt spots and then back to green. Fascinating. Somebody comment us what kind of snake that is. Are you sure he's still alive?
Yeah, definitely. I stepped on him and he moved.
Oh no.
I didn't mean to, but...
Yeah. They claimed it was all terrain. We're gonna check that today. Looks like it made it. So we just come across this other snake. Apparently they like this black ground because it's warmer, because it absorbs more heat from the sun. He's a little crazier than this other one.
This guy right here.
And then this is the one we just saw earlier, who's just chilling. Crazy. It's such a contrast going from the black burned ground into this patch of green with this old oak tree here. This is where we've decided we're going to set up camp, so you'll see us do that in a minute. But it's surrounded by a sea of black burned ashes. Fascinating. And he's off. Bucky. Good boy. We finished setting up camp, got our tents hung and the cot set up, which we're currently using for a table until somebody's sleeping on it. And we're getting ready to potentially hike around and explore a little bit, set up a fire once it starts getting dark. I've got the thermosol running down here because we're definitely anticipating mosquitoes. And I'll give you a little preview here of our dinner tonight. Hopefully it won't spoil it. We have a nice fancy stick of bread. So just know that we're gonna make it into something even better. So stick around and check it out. So in my last video, I mentioned that I had never seen a snake while camping before, and that, you know, we've seen two already today, so that's pretty crazy. We were just talking about how it's kind of a unique time out here. I've never been in an area like this where it's kind of in the middle of a controlled burn, so I'm sure that's part of it. It's disturbing their environments a little bit. They're moving around more because of it, but it's a unique time and opportunity. So we're gonna do some hiking, see if we can find any other wildlife, and just kind of look around and enjoy this stuff. Check it out with us. Yeah, hopefully an eagle or a hawk. There's something in the sky over there. Whoa. Can't see it on the video. These clouds are super cool looking too.
Look, there's more field out there.
This giant field that we're in right now is all part of that controlled burn, and it's just so interesting to me that the big trees survived the burn. They clearly didn't take too much damage, but it burned all of the, hey Bucky, it burned all of the grass and foliage and all that stuff down. Right here is a pole that they've set up to let birds build a nest on top of. I don't remember if the last time we were out here if there was a nest on it, but there's currently not. That doesn't surprise me with, you know, everything being burnt out here. But that's pretty cool. That stump is still burning. I don't know how long ago they started this controlled burn, but most of this out here is no longer burning, but that is. I am just amazed that something like this either survived the fire or has grown in the small amount of time since the fire occurred, because like I said, that's still burning over there. Crazy.
I'm looking for more, man. Like, I'm scanning the ground.
The contrast here between the black burnt ground and then the green grass growing is really interesting to me. I can't describe it. It's a very cool effect.
It's even got this like yellow layer between the green
Yeah.
and the
Where somehow the grass died but didn't actually burn. No, it's some kind of centipede or something?
Oh, it's dead though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Didn't make it out in time, buddy.
Sugar ants.
I don't know if they're setting up or taking down, but from what I understand, they build these little piles every day and then take all the sand back down underground. I'm probably totally wrong here, but I think it's because they let the sand up above heat up and then they bring it back down underground to keep warm during the night or something, maybe? I know this is really mundane, but I don't even know what that is. It looks like sand, but it's probably poop. I don't know. I do not like spiders, but they are pretty fascinating. Here's one little guy that I almost stepped on. He's chilling now. He thinks we're T-Rexes and we can't sense anything but movement.
Yeah, I see that. That's
There's these holes in the dirt here. I'm not sure what they're caused by. It doesn't look like the normal stuff you'd see from like a hog rooting around. It looks almost like there was air trapped under and it just kind of fell through somehow. Pretty interesting. Got some green coming up already in the black. It's so cool to see. I wonder how long this has been here. Doesn't look very clean to me. Hi Luma. Luma has been featured in my videos before. Good to see you. So I picked up this new fire starter. It's called Strike a Fire. I'm pretty excited to try it out. It's supposed to be super easy, so let's pull one out and try it. Don't even need a lighter, supposedly. Yeah, that was actually pretty easy. So let's see if that works. Come on, Bucky. Still burning? Oh, I took two on accident. Whoops. That's okay. I think it went out. Maybe. All right, let's see how long that takes to start. So as I mentioned earlier in my video, this bread is going to be a very big part of our dinner tonight. I won't yet spoil what we're doing, but I'm going to start with our garlic bread. All right, so let me start with the aluminum foil. First thing we're going to do is split our bread open here without cutting ourselves. Notice I'm not following any knife safety rules. Don't do what I do. Okay, we found the garlic mixture. My wife made this, thank you. It's butter and garlic and parsley and all kinds of wonderful ingredients that she put together for us ahead of time. So we're just gonna get this on the bread. Nice and thick. If there's any extra, I got a spoon, I can eat it. I feel like you seriously cannot overdo this stuff, you know. The more the merrier. All right, so that's about all that is in this. So we'll close it up, wrap it up, and follow me here while I put this on our live fire. So we got that started. Let's move on to the next thing. Let's put together our stove here. You've seen this featured in one of my videos before as well. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Clearly I can't. Let's use a lighter. Remember, you got my lighter? Back up, Bucky. We need one. Do you think 2 bottles will be enough for the spaghetti?
Yeah, I think that'll be enough.
John is the expert on spaghetti here, so I'm taking his advice on this one. You can stop. Our local spaghetti expert is going to put the noodles into the boiling water. This is an expert spaghetti grip here, guys. Beautiful. All right, and we got this lid too, if you think we need that.
Yeah, we need it to boil.
Fabulous. So now we wait. So it appears the spaghetti is done. The goal now is to strain it. This lid has a fancy strainer thing in it on the side there.
Oh,
so let's see how well we can do this. I believe in you, man.
Yep, there we go.
That works. Careful.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, cool. Now we're gonna cook the meatballs in the sauce. Good, and I think we are gonna have to add some water to that, but we'll see. Let's get the meatballs in there first and see what happens. So we got the meatballs in the sauce. Get it nice and mixed in there. And then we need a few minutes for them to cook, and we should be good to go. Garlic bread will be ready soon. And this is gonna be a meal. We'll be back with you in a few minutes. Let's see how our garlic bread turned out. Hopefully I didn't burn it too much. It's looking pretty juicy if you ask me. It didn't completely melt, but we didn't want to burn it. As you can see, it burnt a little bit there. I didn't have enough aluminum foil. I should have come more prepared, but that's okay. It'll still be good. So I'm gonna take this much. You guys can have as much as you want. Yeah, all right. So I'm not a fan of spaghetti myself, so what I'm gonna be doing here is putting meatballs on my garlic bread for a meatball sub. Where's that spoon? Here it is. See if I can do this without making a mess. Oh yeah, okay, that's good stuff. All right, wait, I got one more ingredient. Hold on, where's my cooler? Here it is. Whoops, get that back on there. Parmesan cheese. There we go, that's a meatball sub. All right, now we're gonna add the noodles into the meatballs so that everybody else can have spaghetti and meatballs.
I want a meatball sub.
Well then, start, do your thing, get a plate and let's go. Now we're gonna try to add the noodles to the meatballs. Let's see if we can do this with two people. These are still pretty hot. All right, can you hold the pot while you got the light? So I can dump it in?
Yeah.
Don't worry about, yeah, okay, cool. All right, here we go. This is gonna be bad. Come on, get in there.
Oh, wow.
All right, hold on, I'll hold the pot. Can you mix it?
Yeah.
Buck, get out of here. Punk.
Oh, there we go.
They're not quite as noodly as we'd like, but that's okay. I'm sure they'll still be good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
That actually does look pretty good. I might even eat some of that.
That's spaghetti. And
Right. Get the light up here. Get a better shot of that. It's too bright. Oh yeah. Not the best color tint, but that is some spaghetti and meatballs. We finished our meatballs and spaghetti, and it turned out pretty well as far as we can tell. I'm about to eat my sub, and we're pretty proud of what we pulled off out here. So, thanks for joining the adventure.
I'm sorry.
So I apologize for the low quality here, but this is a good meatball sub, especially since it's on garlic bread. Homemade garlic sauce by my wife. Thanks again. Fantastic job. Good stuff. One of the new toys I want to show off tonight is a flashlight that I got recently, and this is kind of the low setting, but if we turn it on max, that puts out a lot of light. Yeah, this is the burning stump that we saw earlier during the daytime, so we're gonna shut off the light and show you how hot it actually is. You can see the embers burning down there. So we're all done with making food tonight. It was a delicious dinner, and I think it's about time to slide into the hammock and call it a night. So give you a quick view of what it looks like in here. Got my homemade pillow made by my wife. I can get wrapped up in my sleeping bag and just hang tight, just the way I like it. So I'll see you in the morning. Thanks for sticking around.
Where'd you put the other one?
We're all done packing up. Got a clean campsite to leave behind. and we're ready to hike out. It feels like we're leaving with more than we came in with, but it's actually lighter because all the water is gone, all the wood is gone. It's just stacking it all in the cart, so here we go. We're on the way back to the car now after packing up camp and getting everything clean like we like to leave it. It was definitely a wonderful camping trip, one of the most unique we've had so far with the controlled burn going on out here. We saw a lot of cool stuff. We saw snakes for the first time in the wild anyway. I see them around my house all the time. And you know, I'm surprised we didn't see more wildlife. No deer or boar or anything, just the snakes. I saw a hawk a couple times. Couldn't get it on video, but regardless, this has definitely been one of the most fun trips we've had for sure. And thanks for joining us on our adventure. Hopefully you'll tune in next time. So subscribe and give it a like and all that stuff. You know how it goes.